Hi, welcome to Disney to Universal. If you are new here, my name is Nicola, and in today's video we are going to be looking at my pin haul from the Pinsane Pins Runcorn Disney pin event that was held in the UK in October. It was a 2-day event. Normally I only ever do the one day, which is on the Saturday, but this time was the first time I tried going to both days, both the Saturday and the Sunday, just to see what it was like, to see if it made a difference, see if I had a little bit more time, because most of the pin events I've been to, I always feel like I've missed going to quite a few tables. So it was going to be interesting to compare to see whether the 2 days is actually better than the one. This was the lanyard that we were given. Normally these are a bit more fancy with the Pinsane branding on them. Doesn't bother me either way, but it was just a plain blue lanyard this time. We were given a choice of a button / badge, and I chose this one, which is really rather cool. So my quick thoughts on the event. I went to the event thinking I've been to quite a few now. I'm just going to get straight in there and start trading away. And as soon as I walked into the event, I had a quick sort of scout of the room, and I instantly kind of got that, oh my god, where do I start? And kind of felt a little bit overwhelmed, which I feel like always happens, and that hasn't gone away yet. And I've been to quite a few events now, and I feel like that's always going to happen, and it usually goes away within a few minutes, because I literally was just like, okay, let's just start with the closest tables to me and we'll work our way around. And so that's what I did, and instantly just got straight into trading. The other thing that I was starting to worry about was I've been collecting for quite a couple of years now, and I was worried that I wasn't going to find that many pins that I collect. So you know, I was thinking maybe I might be looking out for smaller pins or really expensive pins, because I feel like I've probably found most of the common ones for my collections that are available right now. I was a little bit worried about that going into it, and I have to say I shouldn't have been. There was plenty of pins still, and found quite a lot of things that I was after. That was really great and put me at ease straight away, because I was thinking, well, the only other thing that I could do was maybe switch up some of my traders, which is something that I did as well. I have 2 of the large boards, which I have 3 full size of. This is what I got on my day one, the Saturday. And I was thinking, am I going to pick up any more from the Sunday? And I actually did. Filled up pretty much both inside pages and the front page of this as well. So it just goes to show that actually the Sunday actually really did help in obtaining a lot more pins. I did feel overall that the experience was a little bit more relaxed, because I had in the back of my mind, I'm not going to have to crazy rush. I could take my time a little bit more, and then just as I was thinking, just work my way around, and to those tables, remember which ones I didn't get to, and visit those the second day. And obviously any new tables, any new people that were there on the Sunday. I still didn't have enough time to, what I would call, try and trade with the walk around guests. So unless somebody came up to me and seen my pins, which a couple of people did, and asked to trade, then that's the only way I traded with guests. I still just managed to make all of the tables in the room for both of the days, but it was like at a push, and like I said, I didn't have any extra time to trade with guests, which I do actually quite enjoy doing. Had a ton of fun. They are really exciting to go to, and meeting all of the pin people that you see and hear about on pin posts and live sales, etc. You start to put a few names to faces every time you go. Always fun when people say hi and, oh yes, you're so and so, I remember seeing your comments, or I remember your name, that kind of a thing. So that's always really nice to come across people who kind of are familiar with you. Had a really good time, really enjoyed going for both days, and I think I would try and do that again as much as possible in the future, because it just was a little bit more relaxing, and knowing that I could just get those extra few trades in that I feel like I would have missed otherwise due to time. What I'm going to do is going to turn the camera around so we can have a look at all of the pins. So I'll show you day 1's haul, and then I'll show you day 2 haul as well. And I also did get a couple of pickups, and I did a few pin trades that were on the free trade boards that were on individual tables. I didn't see the Pinsane Pins free trade boards this year, so I don't know whether they aren't doing those anymore. If anybody knows about that, please let me know down in the comments. But yes, let's have a closer look at the pins that I got. On to day one's haul, and I have had all of these Happily Ever After series pins before and traded them away, but I do feel like they are some of the most beautiful pins that have been produced recently and are very popular. So I thought getting a few put back into my traders would only be a good thing. And I am going to America in April next year and thought these could potentially be some good traders to take over with me. So I decided to go ahead and collect as many of these as I could. So we have a Lion King one. Also picked up a Beauty and the Beast one, and I think this is probably one of the most popular ones from this series, but it's gorgeous. Like I said, have it, so this is a trader for me. And this was one I didn't manage to get on Shop Disney, but I have since traded to get one. But again, going to try and pick up as many of these ones as possible because Sleeping Beauty is highly collected as well and should be a good trader. And the last one from, I think, day one, I might have gotten, maybe there's another one on day two, but I can't remember at this point. Gorgeous pin as well. That blue is so striking. Again, I already have this one in my collection as well. I have the Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, and this one, Tiana. So again, a trader. Moving on, don't actually have this Rapunzel pin, and I wasn't 100% on if it was my style, if I really liked it or not, but I figured it would be a really good trader to have anyway, even if I didn't want it. And there was actually two different versions of the same pin, and you can see Pascal here is like a bright luminous orangey kind of color, and then he's just his normal green on this one. So I decided to grab both of them. I think is what I'm going to do is have these both as traders because they're cool. I just don't think they're quite my style. I always like these wooden effect decoration style pins, and I thought this one was quite cute and got this one to be a trader or to have. I wasn't quite sure. It's because it's quite a thick pin and it sticks out like this when it's in the board. Well, I suppose it might go a bit like that, but I think because of the way it drops. I know I did make a bit of a boo-boo and got two of these as well. So yeah, anyways, I thought it was a cool pin to have, and maybe one of them may be a keeper, but one's obviously going to definitely be a trader. Now I already have this pin as well. I loved This Is My Home series with the castles and the princesses in the front. I already have this Rapunzel, but again, I really want to have beautiful traders in my book rather than just random stuff that I don't really care about. So even if I do make my traders all about princesses, then so be it. It's going to be a little bit more limiting for trading, but I do think it won't just be princesses. I think it will be other things, because I do find lots of other pins beautiful that I don't collect, so it shouldn't be a problem. But like I said, if I'm left with only gorgeous princess pins, they should be eventually traded out along the way through time. So we shall see, but whether I'm right to be doing this idea. But there you go. So another Rapunzel trader. This one is also going to be a trader. Like I said, just want to swap out some of my ones. So this one is really cute colors and adorable backing card. So yeah, going to be another trader. I think I've only showed you traders so far. So here we go. Here is a keeper, something that is going to go into my Cinderella collection. These were the ones that came out on Selfridge's website, I think. I didn't really get around in time to ordering all of the princesses, so I was hoping I would be able to trade for them. And when they did come onto Shop Disney as well, I was after other pins first. So just figured hopefully I would be able to trade at the Runcorn event, and I did see the majority of them. So I think the only one that I didn't see was Belle, but I don't even think Belle was available. I think it's only just come out in the parks. So we may get that one on Shop Disney soon. But these are really gorgeous pins. Gus is adorable, and yeah, beautiful sparkly background. I'm loving these kind of oval pins with the princesses that they're bringing out recently, just gorgeous. Next up, another trader, because I already have this one as well. This Ariel in her pink dress, which is gorgeous. Going to be another trader. Next up was a nice big pricey pin that I managed to get my hands on. One of the And They Live Happily Ever After with the Horses series. See a pin on pin there. The horses and the characters. Sven is totally throwing me. I don't know if I can live with this. So he's not the size of a horse, like head height with the horse. I'm pretty sure in the movie. This just is completely off scale, and I don't think I can quite live with it. You know, like the size of Kristoff next to Sven just doesn't seem right. So unfortunately, I think this one's going to be a trader purely because of that, but we'll see. So I've had this Fairy Tale Moments pin as well before. I traded them all the way, but decided to get another one of these back because I think this particular, I think Steamboat Willie is pretty popular in America. So I thought it would be another good one to have to take over there. And this series in general has been extremely popular. Here we go. A keeper. Something that's going into my collection. I wasn't sure of these Disney 100 pins when they very first came out, so I didn't try and get any straight away. But then when I started seeing them in person, I was like, oh, okay, I get the hype with these. These are absolutely gorgeous. Massively chunky and huge, but they're just really cool in person. If I can come across them at reasonable prices, then I'm definitely going to go for them for the movies I collect. So yeah, this one's going straight into my Beauty and the Beast collection. The actual biggest pin that I got on the day, I mean, okay, it's not even fully fitting into the frame, is this Pink a la Mode. It is stunning. So this is I'm not 100% sure if I'm keeping it. What I need to do is see how this fits on my board. I didn't think about this at the time when I was looking at it. I just was like, oh my God, the fairies are huge. And Aurora looks gorgeous as well. So yeah, I didn't think, how is this going to actually physically look on my board with the rest of the pins when you think, okay, let's have a look. So, you know, this is like a standard pin. I mean, it's a pretty decent size. Actually, this is probably a decent size pin. So I need to see how it looks on the board with the rest of the pins in this collection to see whether it just sticks out like a literal sore thumb because it's too big. So I hope that I'm okay with it and how it looks on the board, because I genuinely love this pin. It's really cool. It's just, you know, is it too big? We're gonna have to see. Now, can't believe it's taken me this long to come across this pin, but I literally have never seen it for trade at any of the events ever before. And I've never seen it on Facebook pages, etc., live sales, just never ever seen it. So I was like, made a little bit of a squeal noise internally, and maybe it's a gasp when I saw this in somebody's book. I was like, oh my God, I hope they want something of mine to trade for this. So obviously they did, fortunately. Is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I don't even know if I'd actually even looked at it in pictures online or anything, because the detail of these trees is immensely beautiful. The little butterfly details, I think that could be a bird. The pastel is absolutely darling looking. And all of the details inside, that gorgeous glittery flower, the books, the paintbrushes, the frying pan. It is just absolutely gorgeous of a pin, and 100% going into my collection. Ooh, I'm so happy to have this, finally. And another pin I haven't seen, I don't think, anywhere either, the same going for at pin events or, you know, live sales, etc., pin boards on Facebook pages, just never ever seen it. So super lucky to come across this one. Mother Gothel will be going straight into my Tangled collection. Love the pin on pin detail. This is a really gorgeous series for the films that you collect. They're just an essential pin to be added into your collection for sure. So it came across another one of these pins. I was super happy to see them out in people's books. There were quite a few of them around, so I was so happy that I was able to grab this Aurora one. That pink glittery background is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, Aurora, can't go wrong. And she is going into my Sleeping Beauty collection. This little frozen pin is absolutely adorable. I have never seen it before. I was like, what an amazing price to trade at. I was super happy. This cutest little Olaf here. There's a present. Elsa's doing magic there. The gorgeous frame, Let It Glow. Just super cute. And the detail, let's have a look here. The detail up close is really good, which sometimes I think on certain pins, the faces can be really a little bit off. But yeah, I was buzzing to get this one. Like super happy. What an absolute steal. And going into my Frozen collection. This was a big pin to come across. One of the new D23, I think, was it D23 from 2025? I can't remember, because there was that Destination D or the 25-year pin event thing, but I think it's the D23. Let me know down in the comments. I don't want to put the wrong information out there, but either way, this series is gorgeous, and I was super happy to be able to find one of these pins in the wild. There wasn't very many pins out from the American events, from the Destination D and the Disney World pin event, so I only spotted a couple of things, and this was the only one that I spotted from the, I'm sure, the D23 2025 event. So yeah, unbelievable, gorgeous, absolutely stunning pin. The pink and blue in the background. It is a pin on pin, you can see there. It's gorgeous, and I am so happy to be adding this into my collection, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to grab some more. Here we've got a Frozen pin. I'm not 100% on this pin. I can't remember if I'd had it before, and I couldn't remember then if I decided to trade it back out. So anyway, I couldn't remember, grabbed it for now because it is a really cool size pin. It's got great characters on there. I just not 100%. I need to double check my how I feel about this one. So it could be a keeper, and it could be going back into my traders. This was one I picked up for my daughter because she collects Baymax, and this is a totally different pin to what you would normally get for Baymax. You just, you know, it's normally really similar poses for him, and I like that this one was super girly with the pink and then that heart and then just Baymax's head. So yeah, decided to grab this one. I think this is Pin Trading Carnival from Hong Kong Disneyland. Yeah, it's cool and gorgeous looking, and is going straight into my daughter's collection. Like I've said before, if my daughter didn't collect a little bit of Baymax, I definitely would be collecting some of them. And I do collect ones that she's not bothered about, in case she ever wants to hand over her Baymax collection. It can be added in with the ones that she's not particularly bothered about collecting for Baymax at this point. Okay, on to a couple more of the smaller pins now. This one was one of the Disney Princess puzzle boxes that came out, I think, last year. And they were small, yeah, 270 limited edition size. Was it 24? Yeah. I didn't get Belle and really wanted her to go into my collection because I got most, I think, all of the other princesses that I needed for my collection, apart from, I think, Rapunzel, because was she not the chaser? And crazy ass money to get. But if I come across her for trade, then I would do it that way. I just couldn't ever spend that kind of money on pins, I don't think. So yeah, super happy to add her to my collection. This one was a really sweet little pin. It is a lenticular, and let's see if I can, so the mice disappear off the dress. So there you go. Got quite a few of the mice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. It's really cute. I am obsessed with lenticular pins, and if they can get into my collection, even better. So yeah, super happy to trade for that one. And we'll be going into my Cinderella collection. I have a really small Wally collection, although I did get quite a few in America that sort of topped that up a little bit. This one is got some really nice detail, and the imagery is really great, and the colors all really work. So yeah, grab that one for my Wally collection. Next up, I got one of the Figment chasers from the Wave A 2025 Hidden Disney sets. I already have Figment in my collection, but you know, Figment's awesome to have in your traders because loads of people love Figment. So yeah, this is going to be a trader. Okay, next up I got a Sir Hiss, and I have had this in my possession before, but it wasn't quite the right quality that I was after, so was on the hunt for a better version. So this will be going into my Robin Hood collection. Quite a few of the Wave B and a couple of the Wave A other hidden Disney pins. Really like the castle pin. I think I already have this, I'm pretty sure. So this one will potentially be a trader, but I'm also keeping some of these back because I want to keep them in case, you know, for in future they are like really desirable and there's, you know, there's not as many around. So we'll see with this one whether it goes straight into the traders or I'm going to keep it, but I think I'll keep it for now. I grabbed one of the Orange Bird, I think it was Adventureland set that came out. I thought I was kind of collecting Orange Bird, and then I realized that I wasn't, it's just Figment. So yeah, I grabbed an Orange Bird, and I think I will do a very small Orange Bird collection next to my Figment collection. Yeah, I think this is like my only Orange Bird pin currently. I grabbed this tiny little gold Lumiere and Cogsworth pin. I think it's from the Walt Disney World's 50th statues. And I don't know whether they're classed as Tiny Kingdom or not, but I'm sure it's the Walt Disney World's 50th statues that we are dealing with here. So yeah, that is going to go into my Beauty and the Beast collection. And then I'll just show you these all together. So I grabbed a few of these as well, the Disney Ds, because like I said, I already have all of them now. I just want some extras for traders in the future, so I'm going to keep these back almost like out of my traders and keep them for in a couple of years time, or maybe more. Like Laura Beth actually says to keep certain pins for in a few years time when they may have more value. So this is what I'm hoping to do with these pins. On to day 2 now, and I'll try and speed this up because I think we've been going for ages. This one is going to be a keeper. It's the same pin that I was talking about earlier, the Beauty and the Beast one. This is just a frozen version, so this will be going into my collection. Frozen. This was the other Beauty and the Beast one. I didn't realize I already had one. I kind of had a feeling, but I couldn't remember if I 100% did. So just decided to grab it as well, just in case. So like I said, I'll probably keep one and trade the other. Managed to find one of the Disneyland Ds. I'm trying to get my hands on a few of these if possible and add them into my collection. I've decided I want to try and collect the Disney Ds. I'm not going to be crazy completionist because I think some of them are crazy prices, but ones that I can get a hold of, I will have in my sort of parks collection. So yeah, that's where she will go. Okay, this was really cool. I just figured this was a normal open edition, but actually it was a limited edition, and I think it was quite like a 300. Yeah, is that right? 3? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Would love to try and get all of the other ones, but this was the only one that I saw at the event. Cinderella, she is beautiful. That marbly background is stunning against the blue. Like it, all of those light, cool shades of color work so well together with the frame as well being silver. Just, it is really beautiful in person, and I would love to try and get my hands on some more, but I just think, you know, with them being from America, it's just a bit harder to get a hold of. Next up is this Beauty and the Beast Father's Day pin. I don't mind pins with dates and slogans and things on. This is a pin on pin. The pink background is perfection with the pink ribbon, the bow, yes, and will be going into my Beauty and the Beast collection. I love this pin. It's a little spinner with snowflakes going all the way around. Again, like I say, it's got food and wine on with a date. Doesn't bother me. If the pin is cute, I am definitely here for it. Love that it's got the little castle shape in the background. Anna and Elsa and the little cake goodies, I think. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a cute one, and going into my Frozen collection. And another Frozen one here. Got Elsa with a pink castle background and those little snow bees, if that's what they're called, I can't remember. Very cute little dangles here. Yeah, it's a good looking Elsa pin, straight into my Frozen collection. And on day 2, I managed to find the Rapunzel version, which is gorgeous. Again, the colors work so well. Purpley glitter, the pink and purple of her dress, her hair color. Yes, here for it, and going straight into my Rapunzel collection. Yes, I did get another one of these Happily Ever Afters, and it was the Beauty and the Beast one, so a really good one to have another duplicate of. So yeah, this is a trader. There's some smaller pins there on that front page, so I'll go for the bigger ones first, which are inside. Oops. Shaky there. Yeah, this was a real bargain that I got from the Maynards, and it's this Hans with the theatre screening background, which again, I don't mind these things. It's got absolutely nothing to do with the movie, but it's a gorgeous pin, that glittery background, and then it's a really cool looking Hans pin, and I do actually enjoy Hans as a character. It's a pin on pin there with Hans. Gorgeous, just, yeah, a really cute pin. And I think it was only like 30 pounds up for, which I was like, are you barking mad? But I actually gave them a more expensive, slightly more expensive pin at 35, I think, because I wasn't bothered at all. I was like, yeah, that's a steal. I'll definitely happily trade you that pin. So yeah, going straight into my Frozen collection. Yeah, this little Tiana one is next, and again, yeah, it was from the Food and Wine, but this one doesn't have like food or wine on it or dates, which is quite fun. But yeah, it's kind of cute. It's nothing special, but I still liked it. So thought I'd grab it because I like Tiana in her different outfits as well. So going into my Princess and the Frog collection. Next up is this Best Friends, like 2 pins that can join together. I'm gonna go straight into my Frozen collection. Wasn't like 100% in love with this, but I love Frozen pins, and yeah, I kind of like lots of aspects of it. I think I just don't like this Best Friends color for them. So, but for now, I think, yes, a keeper, and we'll be going into my Frozen collection. Oh, these were cool. So these were on this big board here. You only had these 2 left, and I think these would be the ones that I was interested in anyway. You can see the detail there. So you've got like Hans and Wig Guy. You've got the Troll, Kristoff, Sven. You've got Olaf up there. And then the castle and the sisters, which I love the style that they're in. Super cute. But yeah, gorgeous detailing, and goes straight into my Frozen collection. And then the other one that was on that card was the Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, which again, for a Rapunzel pin, I was like, hell yes, I'll have that one as well, please. Hopefully we did a deal to finally get these 2 pins. But yeah, it's more to do with the ride, I suppose, as such, this one, because, you know, it's not got the characters on, it's just got like normal people, I think. But yeah, it's cool. And happy to have that in my collection for Rapunzel as well. Next up, I also managed to find the Ariel pin. That green glitter is beautiful. Like, wow, it's super striking. I also love Ariel in her like PJs nightie that she has. Yeah, it looks beautiful, this pin. Little facial expression, and then Sebastian's face as well. Adorable. And her hair, it looks really good in this pin. A keeper for my Little Mermaid collection. Next up is this Stitch Shop by Loungefly pin, and it's this pastel, really cute colouring on this pin. And yeah, going straight into my Tangled collection. Here's another little cute pin. Again, faces on this one isn't quite up to my standard, but I kind of like the overall look of this pin. So I think this one's just going to go straight into my collection, but hopefully I don't have a problem with it. It's cool looking. Pin on pin, different kind of shiny background there. Yeah. Hopefully the faces don't bother me too much. I got this for going to America. I do like when Stitch is dressed up as other people, and I thought about collecting just Stitch as other people rather than the Stitch collection. This pin is absolutely stunning. The frame of the mirror is like gorgeous. Stitch's face, so cute. Yeah, but there's absolutely loads of Stitch dressed as other people, so I just think it'll be too much of a collection when I'm already at, you know, capacity for collections really, and I need to cut down. So yeah, I'm going to take that one to America. The same goes for this one. I think these were doing well in America when I seen other people have them from England trying to trade. So yeah, figured I'd pick that up. Now on to some smaller pins. Got this Tiana Castle one. I've had a couple of these before, and I think I traded, maybe it's the Aurora one that I traded away and kind of regretted it as soon as I did it. So I may try and find her eventually. But yeah, I'd never seen the Tiana one before, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The colours and the detail. And we've got little Naveen as a frog there. Yeah, it's a gorgeous pin. And happy to add that to my collection. Right, I'll just show these on the board. I think it'll be easier. Grabbed a few more of the Disney Ds and also found this Tiana older Hidden Disney. Gonna add that to my Tiana collection. The rest will go into a folder to keep for the future. I thought I was missing this one from my Nutcracker collection, but it wasn't. But either way, it's a cute trader and Wally always trades pretty well. So that will be a trader. Show you some of these as well. So got this lenticular up pin here, which I think I'm gonna keep. Even though it's not the full set that I have, it'll be fine. This is a little Merida pin. I absolutely love this series of the princesses, but I don't collect Merida. So she has to be a trader, even though I absolutely love her. I feel like I might want to collect this whole entire series, so I might hold on to her. We'll see. This little VHS one, another great little pin, and figured I will add this to my up collection because it's cute. I've been after this pin for a while as well. Managed to grab that. That is going to go straight into my Tiana collection. This one I already have in my Rapunzel, so that will be a trader. Yeah, a couple more Disney Ds. This little tiny pink Alamode Beauty and the Beast pin. Adorable. And that will be going straight into my Beauty and the Beast collection. There was another version of this, but somebody had just beat me to it, and because I was going to ask for both. I was gutted. I thought this was the last pin I needed again for my gingerbread series, my Christmas ones, and it's not. It's the blooming up one I don't have. I thought it was this one, but again, Rapunzel pins always going to be good to trade. A couple more of the Disney Ds. And I really like this one. This one's cute. Loungefly probably, I think. So going into my Sleeping Beauty collection. So now I just have to show you the couple of free trades that I did on the boards, and swapped out a couple of the pins I wasn't that bothered about for some ones that I thought maybe is better. So I got this Mulan one, this C-3PO Star Wars Day, the Munchlin, and this little gingerbread train from NBC, Nightmare Before Christmas. So I thought they were some really cool trades. I really like it when people have the free trade boards on their tables, because that's really good fun. Then we're on to the pickups that I picked up from Pinsane Pins, and I got one of these, one of the Moon series from Disneyland Paris, the Mickey and Minnie, because I think Mickey and Minnie are really quite popular in America, so I thought this would be a really good one to take over there. And it is a cool big substantial pin on pin there. Yeah, it just looks really good, and I just think it's a really cool face from Mickey. You just don't see it with that lipstick from Minnie. A little bit saucy. I think the Americans will like that. And then I picked up some of these because they were doing some extras. So they released some extras in Disneyland Paris, and I was like, yes, please, can you grab me 3 of these and 3 of these? Because I thought these were going to be great for in America as well. And that one's like a pin on pin. I just striking and Maleficent. You can't go wrong. So I got, so yeah, like 2 more of those. So that's 3 of those and 3 of those as well. And then the last pin was this that I did for the, where you just swapped out a tradable pin for one of these Disneyland Paris pins. That was happening at the event. So that is everything for today. If you've made it all the way to the end, I would really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. And also, if you are not subscribed already, I would really love for you to do so because it helps out my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.